How to be a good husband. Being a good husband is about more than just being faithful and providing for your family. It's about being loving, supportive, and attentive to your partner's needs. Here are some tips on how to be a good husband. Being a man of principle. Be respectful. Respect is an act of understanding. Understand that your spouse is an independent, different person, and that they may not want to do the exact same thing as you, even though your interests are usually aligned. Never lie. Get in the habit of telling the truth. Ask yourself how you would feel if you found out your spouse was keeping anything but a birthday secret from you. Always tell them where you are going. If they want to know, tell them who you are with, what your motivations are, even if you think they're petty. Being open and never lying establishes great verbal communication, which is at the heart of all great relationships. Never cheat. It goes without saying, but it must be mentioned. Cheating is a form of lying. You wouldn't be very accepting of your spouse having an affair, so why would you if you're having an affair? Take a good, hard look at your life and ask yourself why you're married to the person you're married to. If you love your spouse but lust after someone else, realize how unfair the situation is. You want the comfort of your spouse, but you're not willing to be exclusive and honest with them. This is selfish behavior at its most. If you no longer love your spouse, then why are you still married to them? Both of you would probably be much better off if you were given the opportunity to find someone you truly loved, or someone who loved you back. Think about it. Minimize laziness. Laziness is a major turnoff, and a bad habit to boot. Laziness isn't necessarily watching football on Sunday. Laziness is not doing something you know you should or want to do, but can't bring yourself to. So take the garbage out, surprise them once a week by cleaning the house, or exercise to show them you have self-worth. Sometimes doing just one more little thing will make your spouse a lot happier. It makes a big difference. Try not to be selfish. We could debate for hours how selfish humans are, but one thing seems clear. Though we are selfish, we have the capacity to be selfless. Love should inspire that selflessness. Instead of always asking what you can do for yourself, start asking what you can do for your spouse, or what you can do for the benefit of your marriage. Minimize jealousy. You may get a little jealous from time to time, and that's okay, as long as you try to not let it affect your spouse's happiness. It's probably a good sign if you're jealous. That's because jealousy can be very selfish. Never keep your spouse from doing something just because you're jealous. Never raise your voice, yell at, or physically abuse them. Your spouse trusts you to look after their comfort and safety. Don't set a bad example and let your emotions get the better of you. Control your tone, if possible, in an argument. Showing affection. Find little ways to make them feel great. It's funny because, often, the smallest things find a way to nourish a relationship. Ask yourself, what can I do to make my partner even happier? It doesn't have to be earth-shattering to be effective. It's the thought behind it, and the emotion in it, that's the real gift. Be open. It might seem weird, but being open with your spouse is indeed a sign of affection. It shows them that you trust them and, more importantly, that you enjoy being intimate with them emotionally. Being open will reassure them that you're taking that step for them. Show them that you love them. Why did you marry them in the first place? Express to them why you love and how they make you feel every day. Do this often. It will lead to good habits. Promote more love and affection in your marriage. Romance. It may not be the first thing that you think of when you wake up in the morning, but romance is essential to a healthy marriage. Don't just assume that because you're married, you don't have to try to be romantic with your spouse anymore. Not only is that thought misguided, what if your spouse decided that they didn't have to watch their weight once married? It also takes some of the fun out of marriage. So be a man and do the manly thing. Be romantic.